Hi and welcome to ReadyBoss TV. I'm T-King. Today I'm going to speak about transaction fees. So basically, I want to speak about how transaction fees can make you lose a lot of money. Now, let's take an example. Some exchanges have transaction fees low in percentages. For example, for crypto, Luno exchange has a 2% transaction fees. Some other exchanges have something higher. If you any trade you make, you're going to spend 2% of that in settling the fees. Now, while this may not seem that much, so for $1,000 trade, you're going to spend $20 settling the trade. If you make $10,000 trades, you're going to spend $200, and that makes a significant impact on your capital. So it's best for us to be aware of what these transaction fees are. Even for exchanges with low transaction fees, when you have a low transaction fee exchange, you tend to trade more because you don't really see the impact on your portfolio. But some scenarios make you think differently. I'll give you a scenario now. For example, let's say you bought Bitcoin. Let's use Bitcoin because Bitcoin has the tendencies to act erratic like this. It's very volatile. So let's say you bought Bitcoin last night for around $20,000. You went to bed and then you woke up in the morning and you found out Bitcoin was dropping. Basically, it dropped to $19,000. We were still holding because we were confident it's going to go back up. And then it dropped to $18,000. The problem is at this point, you panic, you sell. So at $18,000 Bitcoin, you sold and you waited to see if the price would drop. The price went down to maybe $17,500 and then went back to $18,000 and you felt, oh, it's dropped, it's going back up. And then you jump back into the market again at $18,000, hoping to scoop up the $2,000 you lost. It goes up to $19,000 and starts falling again. It goes below $18,000, below $17,500 where you just saw it stop the last time, and then it dropped at $16,000. And you sell off again at $60,000, and then you're like, oh, this Bitcoin is still falling. Let's watch and see. This time you're a little bit more patient, so you wait a bit. It falls to like $15,000. You wait until the night's almost over, and then you jump back in at $15,000, hoping to scoop up your losses the next day. The problem is while you're asleep, Bitcoin starts falling again. It falls down to $30,000, and you wake up in the morning and you sell out of panic. And then what happens is each point you've been selling and buying, you've been incurring transaction fees in addition to your losses. So you're making losses from bad trades and from transaction fees. Now, when you put all this together, you find that you're losing a lot of money. So it's best to be aware of what transaction fees can cause in terms of losses and to plan against them. The simple rule is have a trading plan. Even for crashes, market crashes, have a plan, have a rule you stick to. You have to have a rule to stick to for market crashes because if you panic, you tend to make bad trades. Bad trades like the ones I gave, an example I gave, are not good for your portfolio. So basically, transaction fees make you incur losses. Even for exchanges that have low transaction fees, you tend to trade more with those exchanges, not paying attention to them. The issue is when you start losing a lot of money, even if you made a profit, the fees eat into your profit and they start eating into your capital as well. You see this more evident when you make losses. Sometimes when you make gains as well, you would have made more money if you didn't really make as much trades on your assets. So basically this tip is for us to be aware that transaction fees can cause losses, especially when they're high, even when they're low as well. So our trades have to be informed, our trades have to be deliberate, our trades have to be kind of strict so we don't incur more losses than we need to. If you enjoy this content, thanks for being here. If you like our video, it's going to help us. If you subscribe, it's going to help us as well. See you in the next one. Cheers.